601, and right now homelessness is on the rise here in the valley. The Maricopa County point in time results, they were just released, showing that there is close to 10,000 people experiencing homelessness as of earlier this year. And 12 News journalist Troy Lynch, live in downtown Phoenix, breaking down the results. Troy was actually out with them,
Yeah,
County.
so you got an interesting perspective, Troy.
Yeah, it was really interesting actually going through the streets of Phoenix just with these officials or volunteers, just trying to hear from different people who are experiencing homelessness, why they ended up on the street or why they're in shelters. But this is a part of a national effort to try to find as many people as possible who don't have stable housing. And so, unfortunately, homelessness in Maricopa County is on the rise. Now, according to the Maricopa Association of Governments, or MAG, the number of individuals experiencing homelessness increased by 3% from last year, with the final number being 9,734 people in Maricopa County alone. Now, officials and volunteers look at two specific groups, sheltered and unsheltered individuals, with those living unsheltered in places like parks, cars, etc. Now, compared to 2024, this year's numbers show sheltered individuals are actually down by about 800 people, but there's a 28% increase in people living on the streets. Now, the four Maricopa County cities that have the most unsheltered individuals are Phoenix, with the highest at 3,761. That's up by over 1,000 people. And then Tempe, Mesa, and Glendale. However, Mesa and Glendale are both down from last year. Now, this data is used to help determine funding for housing programs because, according to MAG, between 2024 and 2025, federal funding expired for more than 1,000 shelter beds across the region. And MAG says the funding was instrumental in reducing unsheltered homelessness over the last 2 years, and conditions that led to homelessness have not improved, like high rental costs and limited access for mental health services for older adults. Now, what's also interesting is almost a fifth of the count are people under 25 years old. Now, the count results will help local organizations better determine how to combat the homelessness situation that we have here in Maricopa County, but also the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development is going to be using this kind of data to help support its homeless assistance programs. We're live here in Phoenix. Troy Lynch, 12 News, Today in AZ.